Hey guys, in today's video, we will be learning how to write literary analysis essays. Now let's get to it. Part 1, the overview. Before we continue, let's clear your head and differentiate between summaries and literary analysis essays. Like the mathematical term sum, summaries are the total of all the important information from a longer text. Since it is a total, it is condensed or shortened, and gives the reader the most basic idea of the text. Summaries also answer the 5 W's and the H: the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. But most importantly, summaries are solely based on fact, no opinions. On the other hand, literary analysis essays require you to take a closer look or analyze a text. Unlike summaries that are totals, analysis writing is very specific and looks at a detail's meaning, purpose, and effect on the overall text. Analysis writing also uses a bit of summarization and quotations to show your understanding of the story and as evidence to support your interpretations of the literary elements. Finally, analysis writing highly encourages opinions because that is how you express your interpretations. Like I said earlier, literary analysis essays study, evaluate, and interpret literary elements in a text. Therefore, it does one simple job: PBUs, or provides better understanding. It has you utilize your critical thinking skills. In total, analysis writing contains 5 paragraphs, 1 introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and 1 conclusion. This is the outline that your essay must follow. It begins with your introduction, followed by your 3 body paragraphs, and then your conclusion. Here are some tips on how to write your literary analysis essay. Now let's learn how to write our introduction. Your introduction must be 1 paragraph long, which is about 3 to 5 sentences. It must be interesting and appealing to the reader so they would want to read your work. Finally, it must clearly state your point of view. Your introduction must contain a hook or attention grabber, and ways to write a hook is by using a statistic, anecdote, quote, or little background on the story, followed by background information or brief summary, because we have to remember that we must assume that our reader has no idea on what we are writing about. Finally, we have our thesis statement that presents the main point of our essay and tells your audience what to expect. And our thesis statement is usually located at the end of our introductory paragraph. Here is an example of our introductory paragraph. The book that it describes is linked in the description below if you are interested. The hook is highlighted in blue and uses background, like we said is one of the examples for hooks earlier. The background information is highlighted in pink, and the thesis statement is italicized, bolded, and highlighted in green for emphasis, and tells us what literary elements we will be expecting in the following paragraphs. Then we have our 3 supporting body paragraphs. Like I said earlier, we need 3, therefore our body paragraphs are 3. Each paragraph explains 1 literary element and provides evidence that supports our interpretations. We begin with our topic sentence, which introduces the main idea of your paragraph and helps you as a writer stay on track and not stray from the topic. Your lead-in is where you add a bit of summary to introduce your evidence or quotations. Next, you have the evidence that supports your interpretation. Then we have our commentary, where you explain how the evidence you chose relates to the main idea. Then you transition using words like finally in, another example, later in the story, in contrast to this behavior, not only, but also, or furthermore, and end with your concluding sentence that summarizes your evidence and your commentary and ties it back into the thesis. Here is an example of a body paragraph. All the corresponding categories are highlighted in the corresponding colors. Red for topic sentence, green for lead-ins, yellow for textual evidence, orange for commentary, and purple for our concluding sentence. Finally, we have our concluding paragraph. This is where you tell yourself, "Whew! All the hard work is finished. And it's true. And here you will also see that many ideas are flowing into your mind. Your conclusion is where you restate your main points and your thesis. It must be 1 paragraph long. And make sure it is provocative so your readers will think about the importance of your work. Then you will have to explain why the author felt this way and that the message discussed in the paragraph was important and how it relates to you. Finally, you can choose to give your readers advice based on the story, if you want to or not. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope that this will help you write your next literary analysis essay.